Well, it is Wednesday, and that means our plant and garden expert Craig Aug is joining us in the studio, taking your plant and garden questions through the WQAD Facebook Live that we have going right now. So let's kick it off with Sharon saying, cleared a lot of ground under pine trees. When and how is the best time to plant grass? It gets a lot of sun.
Well, that pine tree must be limbed up pretty high. The best time is going to be after the first or second week of September. Right now, Mother Nature is not helping us with the heat, no rain. So usually the weather starts to cool off. Wait until, this year I'd wait until September 15th to go ahead and seed that area.
All right, perfect. Well, Judy is asking, when can a Japanese maple be trimmed?
During the winter. Once the ground freezes after Christmas and before they leave, before the sap comes back up. Remember, it's a maple, so the sap comes up early. Probably want to get that pruning done before the end of February, I would say.
Okay, Kevin, how do you tell if your mum is hardy or not?
All mums, well, 99% of mums are marginally hardy. They're hardy if they're in the right place. The mum likes full sun, good drainage during the winter. Don't cut them back after they're done blooming. And right now you should be fertilizing them every 7 days until you see that first little bit of color show up. Past that, it's kind of between the mum and Mother Nature.
Alrighty. Well, Bev is asking, how do I store canna bulbs this fall?
Okay, cannas, when we get our first frost, you're going to go out and cut the tops off. You will take those tops and lay them on the crown of the plant, but you're not going to dig them up for 2 to 3 weeks after they get hit by frost. You've got to let that ground cool down around them to force those rhizomes into dormancy. Then after the 3-week period, you dig them up, put them like in a cardboard box, let the soil completely dry out. You can flake the soil off, and they're perfectly happy being stored dry at cool room temperatures during the winter.
Terry's asking, when is the best time to move hardy hibiscus?
Hardy hibiscus, I would wait until the spring. You want to wait until you see that first little bit of growth in the spring, and don't get anxious. It is one of the last plants to show life in the spring. As soon as you see life, lift it with a nice clump of soil and get it out of the ground, back in the ground, and mulch it well, and then you're off and running for the next year.
Alrighty, perfect. Well, Jim and Jen are asking, if petunias already went to seed, can you delay them dying off by deadheading? Oh,
definitely. Actually, I tell people that you should give your petunias a nice haircut. Oh, you like my new haircut today?
That's great.
About July 4th to 15th. What that does, it removes all of that early seed production, and they will come right back into bloom. If your plants are still looking decent, give them a haircut, keep that fertilizer running every 7 to 10 days, and they should keep right on blooming. I've had some petunias bloom clear up until Thanksgiving.
Wow. Lisa was just given a bunch of succulents. How do you take care of them?
Okay, succulents, this time of the year, they can be outside if they've been outside already. They like the full sun. When you finally have to bring them in the house, or you're keeping them in the house, they have to be the sun hogs. They get absolutely the best light in the entire house. They are not low light plants. They don't grow in the shade well, so your south or west window is the best place for succulents.
Perfect. Well, Janine is wondering, will my begonia plant winter if I bring it in the house in the fall?
It all depends on the type. I have had the dragon wing type begonia bloom right through the winter in the house in a nice sunny window. I am now working on the 5th year of a tuberous begonia that we have taken in. When it gets frosted, it gets stored in the garage. It's cool. We just let it sit dry, and it comes back every year. So it depends on the type of begonia and whether or not you're going to let it go dormant or keep it up and blooming for the winter.
Well, we're going to take just a quick break, and then we're going to come back and answer more of your questions from our plant and garden expert, Craig Aug.